Sports can be physically demanding, and regardless of how skillful a participant is, they cannot perform at their best if they're not physically prepared. Being able to work with a variety of participants to improve their fitness and skill levels is a critical competency for teachers and coaches. In order to gain proficiency in this critical skill, it's essential that teachers and coaches have a sound knowledge of the relevant principles and applications. Our fitness levels are relative to what we actually need to do. For example, do you have the fitness level to run a marathon or to just switch the kettle on? So we all need a certain level of fitness in order to carry out our everyday activities. However, fitness for overall health requires us to perform some form of exercise. And there are 6 key components to achieving health-related fitness, and they include cardiovascular fitness is better known as endurance or stamina. The cardiovascular system is made up of the heart and blood vessels and distributes oxygen and nutrients throughout the body, while simultaneously removing waste products from the cells. The body has the ability to process oxygen and maintain a constant workload over extended periods of time. For example, a beach volleyball player being able to play well for the full duration of a game. Muscular strength is the amount of force a muscle can exert against a resistance. Coaches have used resistance training such as weights, body weight exercises, stretch cords, etc. to improve a participant's strength for a long time. Today, strength training is an essential training component for participants in nearly all sports. It is important that teachers and coaches have an understanding of the requirements of strength in their sport and discipline, and to incorporate it into the overall physical preparation plan of their participants. Strength endurance is the ability of a muscle or a group of muscles to make repeated contractions over a long period of time. In most sports, a load has to be resisted for a sustained period of time. A stronger muscle is more likely to have a greater strength endurance than a weaker one. Therefore, strength and endurance are closely related. Flexibility means the range of movement about a joint, and also means the looseness or suppleness of the body. The ability of joints to move through their full range of motion is very important for successful sport performance. It also makes movements more efficient and helps prevent injury. Lean mass is the ratio of body weight that accounts for just how much of us is made up of body fat, lean muscle, bone and fluids. It helps you develop a better power to weight ratio, which is the ability to move with less effort or power output. Speed is the ability to perform a specific movement in the shortest possible time. In sport, it's usually about how fast muscles can contract to move the limbs quickly. There are usually 2 elements of speed in sport that relate to performance: the speed of reaction and the speed of movement. This includes specific limb speeds and reactions that determine good performance in a range of sports. Once you start to exercise, you will then need to improve your skill-related fitness. These skills are considered as essentials for optimum sport performance, and they include agility. That's the ability to start, stop and move the body quickly in different directions without losing balance. This is an important capacity for all sporting disciplines. There are 2 types of balance. First, static, which means the ability to maintain our centre of mass while supporting our body in a stationary position. And then there's dynamic balance, which helps orient and maintain body position when we're in motion. Coordination is the ability to muscularly and neuromuscularly use 2 or more body parts together. This helps us move smoothly, quickly and efficiently. Power is strength times speed. In relation to sport performance, power refers to the degree of explosiveness, which is the ability of the muscle or muscle groups to produce or exert a maximal force in as short a time as possible. Power is very important in sport performance, especially in areas that require elements of sprinting, jumping and throwing. Speed is also important as a skill-related fitness factor. It is the result of a high level of coordination. Just practicing for speed without coordination means that you're attempting to get faster than you are actually currently capable of. This can lead to tension and a lack of free-flowing form, and it can also lead to injury. Reaction time is also important. This is the time between the presentation of a stimulus and the onset of a movement. For example, this helps athletes to make a fast start.